There we go. Hey everyone. Sound like a frog tonight. I'm going to take a deep breath and log on to Facebook over here in case I'm not seeing comments. Looks like my comment icon is on tonight, so that's a good thing. I'm Madeline from Chalk Couture. I'm an independent designer, and we're going to be working on a project tonight regarding our vegetable transfers. Quick and simple project, but we'll wait a few minutes for a few people to hop on. In the meantime, stand by while I check my computer and make sure that I'm going live in the right place. Oh, hey, Kim. Thanks for saying hi. That's what I was going to say. If you're new to my lives, be sure to say hello so that I can greet you. Let me know where you're watching from. And I hope you enjoy what we're doing. And I hope that you'll like my page, turn on notifications, and start participating in our lives when you can. I'll be right back. Just hang out 1 second while I check my computer. I just want to make sure I'm good. Last night we had a little problem, so I don't want a second problem. And I can actually see comments tonight, so that is fabulous. Let's see. There we go. All right. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for joining us. You're from Nevada. That's awesome. My favorite place. Well, Las Vegas is. If I'm being honest, Las Vegas is. I'm a slot machine girl, so I love going there. As a matter of fact, we just got an offer for a free cruise about bad hair night tonight. But anyway, we got an offer for a free cruise about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. And my husband said, how much money do you spend on those cruises in the casino? So I'm guilty. I love I'm a big slot machine girl. Anybody else slot machine people? If I keep looking to the right here, I'm looking at my computer to make sure I'm okay. I actually think I am fine. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So I can look at you guys here and I think we'll be fine. Anybody else a slot machine girl like me? I don't know. Are you Kathy? Do you like to... Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. Kim's admitting. I love the slots, too. I'm bad. I'm really bad. But I only gamble with what I bring, so that's all. We'll just wait a few more minutes and for a couple more people to hop on. Okay, we're up to 8. So if you're watching, please say hello. You do live in Las Vegas. Okay. I don't know if I could live there. If I'm being honest, Kathy, I don't know if I could live there. But welcome to our live and glad to have you. Some of the other people have been on and watching me, and I appreciate all that. I limit myself. I do too. I actually do limit myself. I'm very good about staying within my limits. But my limit isn't $100, so. But I take what I can gamble with, what I can afford to lose, and I have a good time. And I enjoy myself, let me tell you. But we don't go that often. We only go a couple times a year, maybe once a year now. We used to go 4 or 5 times a year. And we never paid for anything between my husband and myself. I don't know if I'm supposed to be admitting this or not, but we never paid for anything at the MGM. So you're not your friend. That's funny. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to do a couple of quick announcements. We're going to hop into this quick project here. And looks like the internet is working fine. Yep, looks like we're good. So we don't have that problem. I'm probably going to be doing my lives from up here from now on. I'm up in my bedroom and the box is literally 10 feet away. So hopefully it'll stay nice and clear. Enough about slot machines because then you make me want to go to Las Vegas even though we can't go anywhere right now. We actually have a trip a trip planned in July for our anniversary. I don't know if we're going to make it or not. But anyway, so a couple of quick announcements. If you are new, obviously, like Kathy is, or anybody else who's watching who just hasn't said anything yet, feel free to like my page, turn on notifications, and if you sprinkle my videos, and if you don't know what that means, somebody can type it in the comments. Facebook doesn't like us to use that other word that's 5 letters, starts with an S, ends with an E. So we say sprinkle. So if you sprinkle my video, please type in the comments that you sprinkled, and then all week long, I collect everybody's names who's been sprinkling. And at the end of the week on Sunday in my VIP group, we have a drawing for some free gifts. Last night we had, in my VIP group, I gave away about a $45 package of some Chalk Couture products and a really cool bag and things like that. So if you want to get involved in that, feel free to go to the groups on my page, and then click on the groups, and it says Maddie's Crafty VIPs, and it says join. Push the button and that'll send me a notification. So you're welcome to do that. The last thing I want to talk about before I get started is that some of you, and a lot of people on this page, and if you're watching the replay, this is probably you, have asked to do like a try me. Don't you have something that's just like a try me that's not really expensive, that I could try this product? Because if I had that when I started, I probably would have bought 1 or 2 of them to see how I liked it. Instead, I went through the Club Couture, which is another way to join, another way to get involved. But starting on Wednesday, Chalk Couture has put together what they call try me kits. And they're going to be on my website, and you go to my website, and all you do is you pick a base, a surface out of the choices. You pick a transfer, you pick 2 colors, and you're done. And I'm almost sure that the product alone is right around $21. Very, very, very affordable. They're giving a discount on that, and they're keeping the discount there. It's not just for a limited time or anything like that. And then it's $6.95 flat shipping. No service fees, no nothing like that. Just tax, $6.95 shipping, and you're out the door for probably right around $30 for a whole kit with everything you need. Excuse me. So if you are saying, I wish I could just do one little project, not spend a lot of money. I know times are tough right now, but if you have a little extra money and you want to jump into that, they're going to be live on Wednesday. So if in this comments you're interested in that, type me, M-E, and that'll let me know that I need to make sure that you get the link on Wednesday when they come out. You don't have to buy it on Wednesday, but you're welcome to. And I don't think that they're going to sell out or anything like that, but I do know that it's a very popular thing and everybody's really excited about it. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead, and tonight I'm going to work on the vegetables, which is the artichoke, the tomatoes, and the asparagus. And my leader, Debbie, did them in black and white, and they were so cool. But I am going to do one in color first, and then I'm going to do the rest of them in black and white, and we're going to see which one we like the best. These are our A-size transfers, and if you've never seen any of our transfers before, the green part is a sticky material. It's kind of stretchy and bendy, so that if you want to put it around a glass or a vase or something like that, you can do that. And then the white part is where the screen is. So the screen is where the actual chalk paste goes through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think I'm going to do the colored one. And what I did was I just had my husband cut, oh, hey, Steph. I just had my husband cut me 6x8 squares of cardstock. For me, for tonight, to show you what it looks like, this is all I have to do it on. You can come up with tons of different surfaces that you'll probably be able to put these on. I know Michelle, I haven't seen her pop on yet, but she actually just bought these transfers from my website today. And didn't even know I was demonstrating them tonight. So I told her to hop on, and maybe we'll give her a couple of ideas. So if you see anything, obviously these transfers or the inks or anything like that, feel free to go to my website. I'll let you know what the names of this transfer is and stuff like that if you need it. And it's actually called, just so you know, I have to look myself. You know what? It's not very hard. It's tomatoes. It's tomatoes, asparagus, and artichoke. So that's the name of the transfers. There's no fancy name. It just goes by what you see here. So if you're hopping on and you're new to my page, or you're not new to my page, if you're new, tell me where you're joining us from. And if you're not new, say hello and let me know that you're there. And what we're going to do first is, I think we're going to do the tomatoes in red, and I'm going to do the word tomato in white. Hello, Dave Jackson. That's my husband. Everybody say hi, Dave. He's the one who lets me do all this crazy stuff. I never cease to amaze him. I know that for sure. All right, so these are sticky. So if you haven't seen our transfers before, they're very sticky. And in order to get some of the stickiness off, when we're using it on something that we don't want oh, there's Pam. Hi, Pam. We don't want the paper to come up or the wood to come up. We want to fuzz the transfer so that so it's a little less sticky and it takes away some of the tackiness. So the way we do that is we use our fuzzing cloth, and this side is terry cloth, so that's what we use, and then the other side is microfiber. Sweetheart, you have to like everybody's hello or say hello back, because everybody's saying hi to you. I don't know if he's even paying attention. But anyway, so we're going to fuzz this once. And let's see. I think I'm going to do it again. You just want to get it so that you know it's going to stick to the paper, but it's not going to pull up. There we go. It's not going to pull up the cardstock. We're going to experiment on this one. I literally just got up from the dinner table and I hadn't pulled everything together. So I figured tonight we're just going to go for it. So I'm going to stick the transfer down, and I'm going to make sure that it's nice and flat, and everything is nice and flat, and there's no bubbles or lumps, because that's how the chalk paste gets underneath your image, and then you end up having it bleed on you. Hold on, I got to find my red. There it is. Okay, if you're just hopping on and you're new to the page, let us know where you're tuning in from, where you're watching from. Say hello. If you're not new to the page, say hello anyway. Happy to have you, and I appreciate everybody popping on, and hopefully you'll enjoy this project. I got to find a stir stick. There we go. So this is our chalk paste, and sometimes it does get a little bit thick, so you can thin it down with distilled water only. And I think Pam is the only one that I know so far that has gotten chalk paste. Maybe Michelle now. Make sure that you guys use distilled water, not regular water. And you want it to be the consistency of yogurt or sour cream. So if I lift this up and it just comes right off the spoon, this is what we want it to look like. If you get it too thin, then it's going to go underneath your transfer. If it gets too thick, then it won't go through and you'll have all kinds of problems. I see a few other people popping on. Excuse me. So feel free to say hello. Or give me some hearts or some thumbs up or something, just so I know you're there. All right, so what we're going to do is just do a couple of dabs. And I'm going to be careful not to get the word tomato. I got to remember what I'm doing here. I'm just going to do the tomatoes in red, and then the word tomato I'm going to do in white. So I'm going to use one of our squeegees. This is one of our bigger squeegees. And I'm going to make sure that I talk and pay attention to what I'm doing so I don't do the word tomato. All right, so I'm just squeegeeing this on. I don't want to get it on the black paper because I don't think, well, it might wipe off because our chalk paste is water soluble, but I don't know that I want to take a chance. All right, so I'm just being really careful around this word tomato. Ooh, and I almost got it. It was close. All right. So I'm doing this on cardstock, like I said. You are going to do it on lots of different mediums that you can, anything that you can think of. You can do it on wood. You can do it on a chalkboard. You can do it on tiles. Wouldn't that be cool? Get 3 tiles, whether they're black or white, and do them on like 3 little tiles and set them on your shelf in your kitchen or your countertop with like plate holders. You would have to cure them in the oven, which I can show you how to do, but if you do them on tile, you need ink, not paste. So you'll have to order some ink. The paste won't do very well, and it'll wash off. You can't heat set the ink, the paste. All right, so I've done that part. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift it up so that it gets, I don't even know what the word is, so it doesn't stick to the, here's my elementary school explanation. I don't want it to stick to the paper because I don't want the ink or the paste to dry on the transfer. I want it to dry on the paper. Now, I've not done it on cardstock before, so this is going to be interesting. So I want to pull it. And actually, it's doing fine. It's just stuck down, which is what I want it to be. Come on. Come on. Keep going. Ugh. And I only want to go as far as the red, and then I want to, there we go. And then I'm going to let it drop back so that now the transfer will not dry. It won't dry to the surface. Dang it, hold on. I just spread a little red on the word tomato, and it's going to turn pink if I don't wipe it off. You have to be careful. When you're using 2 colors like this, you got to just be careful. Hold on, let me wipe this. Otherwise, we're going to have pink tomato instead of white. All right. Let's see if I can get that off. All right. So with this rag, I'm just going to push it down and make sure it's down well. And make sure that there's no water in there because we don't want that. Oh, seriously? I just got another spot. Hold on. All right. There. I'm going to leave it alone. All right. So now I'm just going to do the word tomato. Okay. So I'm going to do the word tomato in white. And try not to get it into the red because then it'll turn pink. All right, I'm going to use a small squeegee, and this has already been mixed. I think, well, no, it hasn't. I'll mix it real quick with my squeegee. All right, so this is fine. So I'm going to just use a little bit so I don't have a big overflow here. And I'm just going to hit this and try not to get it into the red. If you're just hopping on, feel free and say hello. Let us know where you're from. If you're new, let me know. I'm pretty good with remembering names, so I kind of know the new people. And if you're new, welcome. Be sure to like my page and turn on notifications so you'll see us next time. I'm on Monday through Thursday, right around 7:30. I try to be prompt, but I don't always make it. Tonight I was eating some really delicious, Tonight I was eating some pork chops, and I'm not a good pork chop maker, but man, did they come out good. So I ate real quick before I came up. All right, so now I'm going to peel top to bottom or left to right, but try not to pull it from just the corner because that's how you stretch out your transfer. Oh, bummer. Bummer city. This transfer is really sticky, so it picked up the black. Yep, picked up the black. Darn it. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to just wash this off. So we would have had to fuzz it really well, or another thing that we could do is that we can wax the, and I don't have my wax up here, I don't think. So we're not going to do it on there again, but I am going to clean this transfer real quick. So you can see how you clean it. You can either run it under cold water, or you can take like a Clorox wipe or a Lysol wipe. And I'm going to spray this a little bit with some water. And soak it for 3 or 4 minutes, or just run it under your sink. And it comes right off. So what I'm going to do is I have another black surface that I brought up with me because I'm going to use those tonight. So, all right, so we learned something. You have to put some wax on the paper, or it's going to lift up the paper. So we learned that. I've only been doing this about 6 months, so every once in a while we learn something. All right, I'm not going to stick this down on the paper because I don't want it to pick up the cardboard. So you can use the your backing to clean the top. And if you have like a cutting mat or something that fits your area where you're working, it's probably a better thing to do because the cardboard for me is getting all yucky. I'm going to remove it once I'm done here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to remove it right now because it's getting in my way. These transfers are really easy to clean, but the cardboard's in my way. All right, get that out of the way. Here we go. Now we're rocking. All right, so let me clean this so that I can put this on here when I'm done. One. Now the hardest part about Chalk Couture right now is finding wipes. Doing the projects are easy, cleaning everything is easy, but the hardest part right now is finding wipes. And my husband has actually tried to go find them for me, and we have not had any luck. And I live in Fountain Valley, if you don't know where I'm from, and about 15 minutes from Disneyland, and we've looked lots and lots of places to no avail. So that's the hardest part. Doing the projects is really easy and fun. If I can do this, anybody can do this. And especially now that we have our Try Me kits coming out, that's going to be a great way for you for less than $35 with shipping, tax, and the whole nine. I would say you're going to get out of there for less than 35 bucks, and you'll be able to test it out. And you'll have a squeegee for some other projects. You'll have some chalk paste for other projects. And so the red is, red is red, black is black. Red and black are always harder to clean. I just want to make sure that I don't have any red in the screen. Let me just hold this up real quick to the light. Yeah, because when we pull it through, we don't want it to be pink. So it looks like it's pretty clear. But I want to keep, sorry, I have to keep getting my wipes. I want to keep wiping it off until I know that I'm not getting any red on my wipe. All right. All right, so if you're watching the replay, just so you know, be sure to say hello. Let me know where you're from, where you're watching from. And I'm going to let this dry for a minute. Yeah, I think we're good. So we use our microfiber side of the fuzzing cloth to dry it because that helps get it dried pretty quick. And we want to make sure that when we use it, it's dry. So we're back up to 7. Oh, there's Michelle. How are you? So Michelle, I tried putting it on some cardstock and I didn't have much luck. But only reason is that I didn't, doesn't matter what transfer you're using. The cardstock, you need to wax it. And I think you guys have seen my min wax that I have. And it's down in the garage. I didn't bring it up. I'm upstairs in my bedroom. And, all right, I just want to make sure I don't have any red in there. All right, so I'm going to do these on a thing I just bought at the Dollar Tree. And I told you guys in my VIP group yesterday that you don't always have to, you can certainly buy surfaces from Chalk Couture because they're very good quality and they just lowered the prices on a bunch of them. So it's really great. But every once in a while, you're going to find something that they don't have, that Chalk Couture doesn't have, and you're certainly welcome to use whatever you can find. And so I found these little signs that I'm going to show you right now, and we're going to see how it comes out. All right, so this one I'm just going to set facing up and let it kind of dry out for a minute while we go on to the other one. And what I'm going to do, Michelle, is Michelle just bought these. That's why I'm referring to Michelle. I'm going to do these in black and white, and then I'm going to do one in color on the black and see how it goes. So these are like a styrofoam board. It does have ridges in it, and let's see, hopefully, yeah. So what I'm going to do is kind of put it off to the side, and then I think I'm going to do a little polka dot ribbon bow kind of thing. I don't think that we have to put any wax on this. We're going to find out. But I am going to fuzz this really well to make sure that I'm not really, really sticky. So this is something, depending on your surface, chalkboard is not so much. You don't have to worry about that so much. But you do have to worry about when you're doing wood, that when you do it on wood, you got to wax. Some of the designers don't recommend waxing, but the majority of us do, because it saves you from having the problem that I just had. And these are brand new transfers. I just bought them not too long ago. And you just keep fuzzing it until you get it to the point where it's reasonable stickiness, not over sticky. All right, this is getting much better. If you can see that, it's not as bad as it was. All right, here we go. All right. So this one, I'm just going to do in white, all white. Super easy. And I'm going to do it a little bit off to the side because I brought some buffalo plaid and some black and white polka dot ribbon, and I think I want to tie a little ribbon around the length of it here and see if we can add a little zhuzh to it. All right, let me get this on straight. All right. One of the other things that I think on the one that I just did, no, this isn't straight. My white chalk paste was a little thick, so it might have dried really fast too. That could have been a problem too. So I'm going to thin it out before I use it. You only have to make sure that under your screen area, there's no bumps. But you have to make sure. On the green area, it's not that big of a deal, but it's always nice to make sure that everything is flat so you don't have a problem. All right. You want to push out so that that if there is any bubbles, they go out. There's little ridges in this, but I think it's going to be okay because they're very slight. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little distilled water in my white chalk paste. And I'll go ahead and use the multi-tool. This is a really great tool to... Woo! Spilling water everywhere. Splashing. This is a really great tool to have. Let me mix this up. You want it the consistency of yogurt or sour cream. If you get any of the little envelopes from me, I send you a little plastic container with a lid, or you can fold over the envelopes. You know, fold it down once you've used it and put a piece of tape or I would put a piece of tape all the way across it so that it stays well. Or if you have some kind of a little container at home, you can use that too. But when I send out any bundles or any gifts or anything like that with the chalk paste minis, I send you a little container. You can get them at the Dollar Tree, by the way, if you want to get your own. All right, so this is better. And I might have even gone to the other side a little thin, but we'll see how it goes. Cross your fingers. It's better to be too thin than too thick. That's definite. Where's my, oh, here, there. I want to clean up the splashes so we don't have a problem. All right, here we go. All right, let's do this. So I'm going to do all three just in white on black. So it should go really fast. Oh, that was a spill. All right, we'll see how this goes. Now, obviously, like I said, I know there's ridges in here, and you can buy whatever surface works for you, but I thought these were inexpensive, and they look kind of fun and different. So I thought, what the heck, let's give them a try. Because right now it's really hard for me to find surfaces, because I can't just hop into Hobby Lobby or those kind of places. Ours are closed. I don't know if yours are, but ours are. And so I can't just hop in there and buy surfaces that are, you know, make sense. So I'm trying to improvise till everything calms down. All right, so you're going to wipe away the excess. Make sure you don't have any lines. Okay, I got a little too much chalk paste on my squeegee, so it's getting all over my hands. All right, I think that's good. All right, let me peel this and see how it came out. I need to wipe this off though, it's getting all over my hands. All right, I don't want to get any chalk paste on the black. We're going to try to do that without getting it on there. Try not to peel it from the corner if you can. Okay. Now it does go down in the crevices, which is perfectly fine. I expected that. That was part of the design, so that looks good. And there we go. There's one. So we're going to let that dry, and then I'm going to do the next one. And I have 3 of these. And actually what these are is these are little kind of like bulletin boards. You can put letters on them and stuff. Oh, there's Kimmy. Hi, Kimmy. I didn't see you. I'm so involved in what I'm doing here. Okay, so you got to be careful that they don't fall apart, it looks like. Okay, they're from the Dollar Tree. What do you expect, right? You just got to go with it. All right, there we go. So now I'm going to do the asparagus. Actually, we just had this is actually, you're welcome to watch the replay, anybody is. But we had a little snafu trying to do it on cardstock because I couldn't get really any surfaces that I liked, so I'm trying these. Kimmy, I'm letting you know. There we go. I'm trying to get these things all stuck together so that we have less lines. Okay. So we tried to do it on cardstock and it stuck to the cardstock and lifted up. So you didn't miss much. We were actually just getting this going. All right, so there's the asparagus. And we're going to hit that in white. Okay, and you can either use your stir stick and just dab it on and then spread it around. But I'm just kind of dipping this here. It's dangerous because then I could drip on the black surface. It's always better to use your stir stick to blot it on. All right, so we're going to clear the excess off, put it back in your jar. Yeah, I got the white just a little thin, just a tip, just a touch. Okay, so we want to wipe this all off. There we go, that looks good. All right, let's see how this one came out. My squeegee is so full of ink that I need to wipe my hands off. All right, here we go. Do, 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 do. Oh, very cool. All right. So like I was saying before, I do these on surfaces that make sense, and then you can be more creative even than I am and do it on a surface that you think would work. Our chalk paste dries really quick, so by the time I do the tomatoes, the artichoke one will be dry. So I have one more here, and we'll get that one going. These were at the Dollar Tree near me, and I bought them today. So, you know, when you're gonna put them up on a plate stand or something like that, nobody is gonna know that they're from the Dollar Tree. They don't have to be expensive. I know I have 4 of them. Oh, I might have left the 4th one down in the garage. Oh well, we're just gonna make this one work. It has a little nick in it on one side, but that's okay. Okay. So the tomatoes are gonna be like this. Now my leader, Debbie, did these in the black and white. That's kind of where I got the idea. I showed a picture on my business page that shows you what they look like in color on a white background. So it's all preference. You could do it either way. I just decided tonight to keep it quick, to do them in white and black because I really like the look of when Debbie did it. And we may end up with pink tomatoes because I didn't run this under my sink. Yep, we're going to have pink tomatoes, but that's okay. I got a little spot. Hopefully it's going to come off. Let me get that before it gets in there. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay, we're good. Yep, we're going to have pink tomatoes. When you use red or black, dark colors, purple, you always want to make sure you wash your transfer in the sink and get it really clean with our magic erasers that we have for sale on my website. Because otherwise you end up with this, pink tomatoes. And they're definitely going to be pink. All right, so let's peel that. If they're not pink, I'll be surprised. Well, there we go. I'm surprised. It's white. And they look very good. I guess it's just the pigment kind of stains the transfers, which I knew that it did. So, here's the artichoke. Here's the asparagus. And those two are dry. And then here's the tomato that is not pink, which is very shocking. And our chalk paste dries really fast. I do have my blow dryer up here, but I figured all I have to do is this and it'll be dry in just a few minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take first I'm going to close everything up here and get this all out of harm's way. Let's do that first. And once you buy chalk paste, you always want to make sure that you close them after you're done. If you're just hopping on, feel free to say hello. Let me know where you're from if you're new or if you've been watching before. And especially if you're watching the replay, be sure to let me know that you're watching the replay. I'm Madeline with Chalk Couture, and I'm an independent designer. And tonight, we were experimenting on a different surface that we've never used before with our vegetable transfers, the artichoke, the asparagus, and the tomato. And I'll show those to you again in just a sec. There, I'm just trying to get things cleaned up so that I don't end up getting messed up. All right. I think I'm pretty clean now, pretty much. Yep. So what I thought would be fun, which one did I do first? The artichoke, I think. Ooh. All right, that's not dry. So what I'm going to do is hit it with my blow dryer, which I have right here. I did have it right here. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. All right, let me plug this in really quick. I thought I had it plugged in. And then I bought a couple of plate stands, or picture stands, whatever you call them, whatever you want to call them, from Dollar Tree, and I figured we could stand them on there. Huh? What's buffalo plaid? This. What do you call that? Let me turn the blow dryer on just for a second. How come you're not laying the pattern in the middle of the frame? Because I'm going to put the ribbon on the side, Pam. So I'm going to put the ribbon on the side. So I figured I'd offset it so I could tie a little ribbon right here. So just try, yeah. I just want to hit them all so that I can use them. So I can work with them. Okay, there we go. So the tomato, the asparagus, and the asparagus and the artichoke. So I'm going to just tie a ribbon around these, and then I'm going to inlay some of the polka dot. And then like I said, I bought some plate stands or picture stand, and we'll set those on there and see how it looks. And then I'll stage it a little better down in my kitchen so you can see what they actually finally look like. So like I said, these are from the Dollar Tree, and you don't have to go crazy and spend a lot of money to get some surfaces. You can experiment. Oh, did I bring those lousy scissors up again? All right. You don't have to spend a lot of money to experiment. And the good part about our transfers is you can use them over and over again as long as you take care of them. So as long as you take care of them, you can use them up to, at least 7 or 8 times, at least. Maybe more than that, depending. Some of my ones that I have already I've used many, many times. Sorry, I have my terrible scissors up here tonight. Yep, it's like cutting this instead of... Where's my other scissors? Oh, there we go. Those are going in the trash. Let me try cutting this again. Looks terrible. There we go. Whew, that was horrible. All right, one more time here. I'm just dovetailing the ends. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tie one little bow around that of the polka dot. And then we'll see how we like it. If we don't like it, we'll take it off. You don't have to put a bow. You could do raffia. You could do lots of different things. But I just thought maybe tonight we'll try some. Oh, those are cute. That came out really cute. I like it. What do you think? What do you guys think? And then I'll do that to all 3 of them. Hold on, I'm fixing this here real quick. Okay. All right, there we go. So there's that one. I like it. I'm going to set it off to the side just for a minute while I do the other 2 really fast. And then we'll be done. Oh, there we go. Scissors that work. Hallelujah. Pam, you heard my answer? Hopefully. You like that, Michelle? I think they're cute. I don't know if you hopped on and heard, but I got these at Dollar Tree because I couldn't find a surface to use tonight. All day today, I was a little bit behind schedule. My grandson wasn't feeling very good. I think he's teething. And so I had to spend a lot of time with him, and I didn't have the time to prepare like I normally do. So I just ran to Dollar Tree and found some black surfaces. And heck, I could use these in my kitchen, no problem. I think, at least. They're really cute. And like I said, I've said this before, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Oh, this one's a little short. I can fix that later. All right, let me this is called dovetailing, where you take your ribbon and you cut it at an angle so that it kind of makes like a triangle at the end. And then that way you can control how long your ribbon end is. So you can do these in colors. You can use the typical green and red. This thing's bugging me. All right, well, this one doesn't have a full bow, but I'm gonna move on so you can see them all. And then I'll fix that one. And then the last one, I'm gonna probably use these in my kitchen. I don't see any reason why not. No sense in throwing them away. They look perfectly good to me. And like I said, this particular material has some lines in it because it's what it is styrofoam pieces stuck together into a frame. So, and the ridges don't look bad. They're not real heavy. So, all right, this is the last one, and then I'm gonna put them on the plate stands and see what you think. I have them up here with me. All right, every time I do this, I wonder if it's gonna come out or not. When I get an idea in my head, I say, ooh, I wonder if that's gonna be okay. Sometimes it comes out pretty good. So that shows you that you don't have to be perfect or like super crafty to do this stuff. You just do what feels right and you try it. And if it doesn't work, you just do it again. Do it different. All right, here we go. I'm gonna make a bow with this one. See if I can do that this time. There we go. I gotta learn how to make a bow that doesn't, one side doesn't turn to the inside of the ribbon without having to zhuzh it. All right, so here we go. I'm done. So now what I'm gonna do is just quickly show you what they look like on the stands, and then I will stage these down in my kitchen and take a picture and post it before tomorrow. I don't have time for all that twisting. Well, it looks like I don't have a choice. Oh yeah, I can do this. All right. So, here's how I'm going to do it in my kitchen. Oh, I forgot to dovetail these. Let me get this one. You don't want them too long because you want to not cover up your image. I really like these in black and white. I was really, when Debbie did it, I was like, oh my God, I have to make those. All right, there we go. So this is how I would do it if I was in my kitchen. I would just set them up like this without all this stuff in the way. I would do 2 or I would do 3. For now, I'm just going to do 2 just to show you because I don't think you'll be able to see 3. But how cute is that? I think it's really cute. All right, good. All right, perfect. So anyway, that's it for tonight. I was a little worried how these were going to come out, but I'm happy with them. When you don't know what the surface is going to do, that's a little scary. But I'm happy with these, and I would absolutely set these on my shelf all day long. So if you're watching the replay, be sure to say hello. Let me know you're watching the replay and where you're from if you're new. And the rest of you, I appreciate you guys all hopping on. Oh, thanks, Kimmy. Thanks, Pam. And Michelle, everybody. I think they actually came out really cute, too. I didn't open a third package, but the other one would be, I don't think you can see it is the problem. The other one's going to be in the picture. You'll see it. There we go. There we go. I'm going to do it like that. So this is what they look like. All right. So you all have a great night. I'm going to go downstairs and do dishes and regular normal stuff and get ready for tomorrow night. So we'll see you tomorrow night around 7:30 and you all have a great night. And, that's it. Talk soon. Everybody stay safe and stay inside. That's where we belong.